Hey guys, it's Melanie alongside my trusty assistant Alf, who is already in my lap and ready to go for the last, you guys, it's the last weekly home fragrance roundup of 2023. I have no idea how this entire year has just blown past me at like warp speed, but it has. So, how was your year? Are you looking forward to 2024? I know that I am. It was a little bit of a rough year for me in some ways, but a really great year in other ways. Like it was a mixed bag. I'm looking forward to 2024 being a little bit smoother. There's a lot of exciting things happening next year. I'm just really looking forward to it. So, I am looking forward to sharing more home fragrance content here on my channel. So if you are new here, I would love it if you would take the time to subscribe if you're new. That way any of my uploads will show up in your subscription feed. I do content outside of home fragrance, but I usually try to do a good job of identifying what is home fragrance related and what is not. So if you're not into any like skincare or like makeup or beauty type content, everything's very clearly marked. So if you just want to watch the candle reviews, they're identified as such. So anyway, guys, per usual, check out that description box for all of the links to everything that I am going to be sharing with you guys today. There will be links to everything that I'm talking about here. Most of this stuff honestly is left over from Christmas, and I'm trying really hard to finish it up because I typically tend to take down my holiday decor right after the new year. I know that there's, you know, different rules out there about when you should take your holiday decor down. A lot of people wait until January 6th. Some people wait until the end of January. I cannot. I get really bummed out after. Alf, what are you doing? Stop it. He's insisting on biting on my fingers right now, and I don't like the way that feels. Sir, we brought a donut, so hopefully he can just chew on that. Yeah, I always get really bummed out after Christmas because I feel like the niceness that people exhibit during that particular holiday season just kind of tends to go away again. And I just miss it. Like, I miss people being friendly and, you know, all the time with friends and family. It just kind of comes to a little bit of a halt after the holidays, and I think that's the part that bums me out the most. And the holiday decor just reminds me of that. So for me, it's just easier to kind of put it away after January 1st. I'm dreading putting it away this year because I put out a lot per usual, and it's gonna take me a couple days to take all this stuff down, and I want to do just a really good job of organizing it this year. So I'm not looking forward to that project, but it'll be fine. I do have a bit of a head cold as well, so if I sound a little stuffy, that's what's going on there. I can't lay in bed anymore. My adult onset ADHD is not allowing for me to just lay in my bed all day. I can't do it. Like, I'm not like working, but I'm definitely like, I can't sit around and do nothing. So I figure, why not film this video? But anyway, if I sound a little stuffy, that's why. Ringing in the new year with a little bit of a head cold. Delightful per usual, of course. Anyway, so description box is going to be filled with a bunch of information. Be sure to check that out. Candle Crop Candle Lamp 101 will be down there. My favorite Crocs are finally back in stock. They're right around 20 bucks. They're an amazing deal. They are super, super neutral. So if you don't like inspirational or religious quotes on your Crocs, like I don't like the kitschy Crocs that are, you know, shaped like a snowman. I don't know, it's not my vibe. I prefer the ones that are kind of either cream or ivory colored. So I think I'm actually gonna order myself a couple of these Crocs as well. I don't necessarily need them right now, but I'm always afraid that my older Crocs, which by the way, at this point, I think are at least a minimum of like 8 or 9 years old. I think that was, yeah, I definitely had them at our old house, and I had them at our old house for several years, and they made their way over here. They are still kicking from basically almost weekly use. Like, these Crocs just tend to last forever. So anyway, the good ones are back in stock now, so I'm super excited to be able to link those again. Anything that I'm showing here, discount codes, all that fun jazz. Yeah, so much information down there, so be sure to check that out. Also, if you're gonna ask about, you know, top 5s or favorites from 2023, I do have a bunch of home fragrance, like, top 5 videos that will be coming out in January. I will also show you what is left in my different collections, if you will. So I think those videos are kind of good to do on a yearly basis just to see like the kind of progress that you've made. I feel like I used a lot up this year, but I also feel like there's probably more that I could have used up that I just didn't. So I am still on a mission to whittle down all of my different candle collections and get them to a much more manageable size where I can just stick them in like one area of the house and all my fragrance is just in that one area. I don't like having things spread out. And I'm just big on like just having reasonable collections of just everything at this point. It's not just home fragrance. I think it's the fact that I'm getting older and I just get overwhelmed with clutter at this point. So yeah, 'tis the season to declutter. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into it, you guys. I don't have any of my Crocs on right now. I don't have any lamps on right now. I just didn't use them this week. Now they will start getting some use here soon because there's a number of candles that I am going to be putting in the crock that are holiday related that I just kind of want to finish up, that I don't want to save until next year. What I will not be using up in any kind of way is that massive Elispa hearth candle that I ordered. I think I maybe used like a quarter of it. It is going to take me years to finish that candle. It was worth every penny though. It's such a great scent, you guys, and the vessel is stunning. I know I'm going to love it for years. So that's the only one that I think I'm going to pack away, but everything else is probably going to end up in a crock. So, all right, without further ado, what do I currently have burning? It's kind of silly for me to have anything lit right now, honestly, because I can't smell very much at all. My sinuses are just like, but I do have the last little bit of my Season's Greetings from Homeworx, which came out only in the ceramics this year. So it was a 3-wick. I love Season's Greetings. I think that the tree scents that Homeworx comes out with are good, but honestly, I think Kringle does a better job with tree scents, but I think Homeworx does a better job with gourmand fragrances. So they kind of, I don't know, all the different companies kind of in the end balance themselves out for me personally, because I don't expect every candle company to like excel at everything, and for me the tree scents from Kringle are just top notch. They're so good. But that Season's Greetings is like my holy grail from Homeworx, and I really hope that he brings it back in the 4-wick for this next holiday season. I love it. It's like my Victorian Christmas scent. It just smells like a little bit more of like a vintage approach to a holiday tree scent. I love it. Anyway, I'm finishing that up because I do want to keep, I don't hardly ever order ceramics from Homeworx anymore, but I did order this one this year. I just thought it was so cute, and I'm loving all things green right now, so this fits perfectly with my decor. And it's cute. It'll be cute to like put some little like dog bones in or something. I like to clean those up, wash them very well if you put either human or dog treats in them afterwards. But they're quite easy to clean out. You just need to pick out the wick clips, and the best way to do that is to wait until like you're on the last burn and just kind of grab them while everything is still liquefied and lift those out very gently. Obviously extinguish them first, and that way you can also then just get the last little bit of that liquefied wax out, and then you can start cleaning. I wash them typically probably 3 or 4 times before I ever consider putting any food items in there, but I've never had any issues. So the ceramics are very much reusable if you're interested. And then in the kitchen I've got the lid here. I can't smell anything in this lid. It's Homeworx Christmas Confetti. So I ordered the Christmas Confetti, I ordered the Merry Marshmallow, the Gilded Garland, this one right here, and then I also ordered the ones with the blue baubles. What was that one called? I can't for the life of me remember, but I really didn't like that scent, so I ended up giving that away to a girlfriend who actually loved it, and I was like, Merry Christmas to you. You can have it. I wasn't even gonna burn it. Like, I got it and I was like, ooh, yeah, this is not the fragrance for me, so lucky for her. But these other ones I actually have been quite enjoying, so tomorrow I will have an in-depth review of those 3 scents. And then this is like insane, but I still have more candles that I purchased like over the last several months that I still have not gotten around to reviewing. I'm still probably going to put those reviews up, but they might be out later in January at this point. I just kind of, I don't know. I figure it's good to at least have the reviews in my back pocket. Homeworx and Kringle both tend to put out a lot of the same fragrances again, like for say like the holiday season. So it's always helpful to be able to reference a specific fragrance and say, hey, you know, if someone asks me like, what do you think of it? What do you think of Merry Marshmallow? I can just say, here's the link to the review from last year. So check that out. So obviously I wouldn't be able to tell you what like the current burn quality is, but at least the fragrance, I can tell you what my experience is with that. So anyway, Christmas Confetti is the one that's on the kitchen counter right now. And now let's just quickly go through everything that I burned the week between Christmas and New Year's. We're gonna get started with a couple things that I finished. I finished The Most Wonderful Time of the Year. This one, quite fruity, not really much of a holiday fragrance in my eyes. I think this is kind of a great New Year's scent actually, but the fragrance itself is, I don't know, it's not, it doesn't smell super Christmassy to me. So this is Sparkling Prosecco, Sparkling Prosecco Bubbles, Mandarin, Pink Grapefruit, Holiday Spices. It's a nice scent, but just, I didn't love it around Christmas. So this is more of like a New Year's scent to me. But anyway, I finished it. I didn't do in-depth reviews on any of the Christmas and July candles from Homeworx this year. I just did some first sniff impressions. I'm probably not gonna review those. Yeah. But the next Christmas in July from Homeworx, I will definitely be a lot better about getting around to actually reviewing those. Another fragrance that I finished this week, you guys, I burned this like to the ground. I just was like, I love this. It's so weird because this is not in my wheelhouse at all. It's Father Christmas. This has like a leathery note to it. It also has that kind of smoky hearth type vibe to my nose. At any rate, we finished Father Christmas. I really like that one. I would actually repurchase it. I kept burning and burning and burning, and I went to go light it. I think it was actually on like Wednesday morning, and I was like, oh, it's gone. Like I freaking finished it, which is wild because for sure when I first got that one, I was like, I don't know about this. This is not in my wheelhouse at all. But when I burned it, it just spoke to me. Sometimes that happens. All right, this was definitely one of my like Christmas Day burns. On Christmas Eve, I shared what my game plan was home fragrance wise for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and I stuck with that. So we did some Marshmallow Fireside. Look how long those thick wicks are on this bad boy. So Marshmallow Fireside is a scent that definitely gives me holiday vibes, but I feel like this is one that I could take into January, so I'm probably not going to end up crocking this one, but she's good. I reviewed all 3 of the new Kringle Winter Collection candles. Is this the other one? Yes. Okay, so Cozy and Warm, which is a great coffee scent, as well as knit sweaters. And then I also reviewed the Winter Cypress. Here's the thing with the Winter Cypress. It's very minty. Ooh, so minty. Also, there's some lovely fresh eucalyptus in there. If those are your vibes, that is the scent for you. It's not my vibe. I wish that I liked fresh scents. I just don't. So I burned it to probably about 1/3 of the way through. And then I ended up putting it into the gift to friends box that I have in my office. A lot of times I will purchase home fragrance, or sometimes things are sent to me in PR, and you know, I burn them until I review them, and then at that point, if I love the scent, obviously I'll keep burning it, but if I don't love it, I am perfectly comfortable passing those candles along to friends and family. I always have friends that come here and they're just like, I need a candle. And I just tell them to go look in the box and they can take out whatever they want. And it's all things that just don't float my boat anymore. But some of those things are unburned, some of them are burned. But yeah, that Winter Cypress is definitely in the friend box pile. I have a feeling I know which friend is gonna pick that one out, and if she does, I'm just gonna be like, I knew it. But yeah, like it's totally her type of fragrance. It's just not my type of scent. But these two here are fabulous, and if you're looking for some great transitional scents for January, this winter collection is fabulous. So check that out. You can use my discount code on those. I'm not sure if the Kringle after Christmas sale is still happening. But anyway, if if you put in that discount code at the end, it'll definitely work on full priced items. It works with certain sale items, but it doesn't always work with like all of the different sale items. They had candles up to like 60% off for the after Christmas sale. So definitely if something is 60% off, typically they won't allow you to combine discounts on top of that, but you're getting a screaming deal. So can't really be sad about that. All right, also on Christmas, we did some Christmas stroll. I really like this one, you guys. I just think that Kringle does, oh, interesting. Never had that pop off. Kringle just does such a good job with their tree scents, and this one just smells like a fresh wreath on your front door. I also really like the picture on this one because we have a red front door at this house. I didn't paint it that way. The last lady who lived here painted it. And in fact, when we first moved in, I was like, oh, I don't think I like the red door. But after living here for almost 5 years, I love that red door. I don't think I'm ever going to change it. It's fabulous. It's fabulous. It's a little scratched up. I do have the paint in the garage. I should probably do some touch-ups, but yeah, I love a red door. Do you love a red? What's your favorite door color? Let me know your favorite door color. This, because I still have so much of it left, I think I might put this one away until next holiday season, but that's pretty rare for me to do that. Oh, you guys, let's discuss this. So this is always my complaint with candles from Nest that are more than their 1 wick candles. So these are the same fragrance. I just want to show you the difference in the quality of the burn. And I want you to help me theorize what the hell I'm doing wrong, because I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. These are both lit at the same time, in the same location. And one of them still looks great. So this one's called Spiced Orange and Clove. It's discontinued. You can't get this. But they did bring it back as Spiced Orange Pomander at Crate & Barrel. Was it last year? And so because Nest didn't have it anymore, I drove my butt out to like all the way across town to get to a Crate & Barrel because we don't have one in our area here. And so I picked up a couple of these. Look at the difference in the wax. There is no difference, again, in the amount of hours that I burn these. Nest candles, I burn 3 hours and then I extinguish them. It's just my rule with the vast majority of candles, with the exception of the Kringle candles, because their soy formula never gets gross. But a lot of other companies like Homeworx, if you burn them forever, they can get kind of nasty. Bath & Body Works, if you burn them forever, they can get kind of nasty. Nest candles, if you burn them forever, in the 3 wick format, this is what happens. Okay, it doesn't look like much now, but look at the difference in the color of the wax here. This is so dirty and gray. This is the original wax color, a nice creamy white. And it smells different too. It kind of smells a little bit smoky. It's not awful because the smoky vibe is fine with like that orange pomander note, but that's not what I bought this for. It does not happen with the 1 wick. So you can see that's still the same color, whereas this just gets so discolored, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Again, same number of hours that I'm burning these, typically around 3, max 3.5. Like it's just a rule I have. And I never have any issues with the 1 wicks, but I have issues with anything above a 1 wick from Nest. So let me know what I'm doing wrong. This is, I believe, coconut wax. It's quite a soft wax from Nest. Yeah, but I don't feel like wasting it. Like, I don't want to scoop out like this whole chunk of wax. Like, this is all that like dirty, gross wax here. So it just makes me hesitant to order the larger candles from Nest. If you have the like 4 5 wick candles from Nest, will you tell me if you get like this type of discoloration and this like type of change in the fragrance? I really love the scent. Again, it's discontinued now, so I don't even think Crate & Barrel brought it back this year, but yeah, I would love a massive candle in their holiday scent because I love it. I love that scent and I buy it every year. It would make sense for me to purchase a larger one because I would have it probably for multiple years. But then I'm just like, do I want to spend close to $300 on a candle that gets gross, like at barely the halfway point? Like, it started getting gross like right around up here. So do tell me what I'm doing wrong. But man, this was a great pomander scent. I don't know why Laura discontinued this. Why do you do this to me, Laura? Laura Slatkin, I swear, just discontinues everything that I love. Her Midnight Fleur perfume, oh, I love that scent. She discontinues it. She does have a really nice like lychee rose one that just came out. I smelled it at Sephora. Oh, I'm gonna have to listen. If you love rose and you love lychee, you got to check that perfume out. I'll be picking that up here in the first couple of weeks of the new year. It's so good, you guys. Definitely worth checking out. What else has Laura discontinued? She discontinued Sugar Cookie, but this was, I think, her biggest mistake. Like, everyone loves these like orange pomander scents, and she had a great one. I also have a great orange pomander scent. So I did burn my candle, obviously, over Christmas as well. And I love the fact that now I have these gorgeous new memories around Christmas that surround the fragrance that I got to create this year. So this did come out this year finally. I was so excited about it. I just love this. So I do have quite a bit left in this one. I'm tempted to probably just, again, put this one away until next year, but also I could see myself enjoying this during the month of January, so I think I might just keep it out, and yeah, we'll just do some spiced orange and clove scents, I guess, into the new year, which is pretty unusual for me. I don't know. I just really like to change the vibe right away, but I think I'm just gonna go with it this year. All right, this Vanilla Balsam is definitely gonna go into the candle crock at this point. It's still actually burning okay. The last one did not, but this is one that I know I still have some backups of, and it does usually come back at Bath & Body Works. Sometimes it's an online exclusive, and some years it doesn't come out at all, but I do know that it does come back periodically, so this one I can do without. And I also lit up my very last Homeworx 3-wick. Obviously I took the label off because it's Harvest Leaves, and I like the color of the wax for Christmas, and I like the scent for Christmas. But for me, Harvest Leaves, it's one of the old school 3-wicks. No, this is not a 4-wick that lost a wick. It's not one of those. This is from 2017 when Homeworx like was first kind of coming into existence on QVC, and this was the very last 3-wick that I had. Oh, I love it. It's still burning like a champ all these years later, and I love this one. Harvest Leaves. Harry can never do away with this one, but now that I say that I love it, I'm sure he's gonna be like, Harvest Leaves, it's gone. I hate it. I hate that scent. It's these little reverse psychology. I don't hate it. Just please don't do away with it. I always pick the stuff that people are like, yeah, we're not gonna keep up with this. We don't like it. Just chuck it in the trash. Okay, let's talk wax melts. You guys, I found my centerpiece, and I found several cranberry chutney centerpieces that I had stashed away in a corner somewhere. So I was like, I'm gonna bust this out for Christmas. So I did. This one here still has some fragrance left in it, but I will say, these centerpieces, I don't feel like last for more than like 15 hours. I use the, what is it, the 4-hour timer on mine, and I typically turn that on like a couple times throughout the day. And after like a couple days, these are pretty dead, which is a bummer. This one still, I can still smell the cranberry chutney, but it just doesn't work as well in the centerpiece anymore. So for the price point, I don't think these are like the best deal, or maybe they are. I don't know. I'm sure I got these on some kind of sale. Are they still making centerpieces? Is that still a thing for Yankee? Huh. Obviously, I did not try Yankee again last year. I kept putting carts together, and then I would just like abandon them. I don't know what it was, but I just didn't feel quite right, I guess. But I will get back into trying Yankee again this year, because a lot of you have been putting pressure on me to like give them another try, and I'm a firm believer in giving companies second chances. I'm a big fan of giving people second chances, so I'm gonna give Yankee another chance this year. Probably honestly not until the fall or the winter, because I don't really vibe with a lot of their like florals, and I feel like that's a lot of what they put out in the spring and summer. So unless there's something amazing gourmand that comes out in spring and summer, I don't see myself really biting at Yankee right now anyway. And I know that I should be trying their signature line, not like their traditional paraffin line. So yes, I do know that much. All right, let's talk about some other wax melts here. So I finished these 2 this week. This was a lot of what I was doing this week, is the Sugar Cookie combined with the Very Snowy Spruce, classic tree scent, my favorite tree scent from Scentsy, and then Sugar Cookie. I always pop into my club because I get this as a half price item, so I only paid $12 for these giant bricks. Now, I find that the bricks from the club don't last quite as long, but don't last as long in terms of the fragrance output as like the regular bricks do. Some people are like, yeah, that's not a thing. They all last the same amount of time, but I swear, I don't know, do they use less fragrance oils than these? But like, this was great. It's fine. But for $12, I still feel like I can't go wrong. Even if I have to change my wax a little bit more often, it's totally worth it. I need to revise my club because I really need to figure out what I want to add to it before this catalog goes away. Are you guys excited about bringing back my bar? I am. I can't wait. Lisa said it was a really good one. Also, that, what is it called? It's on my lip. Has that been there the whole time? What is that? It's like a piece of sand. Why do I have sand on my lips? Weird. What was I talking about? Brain fart. Oh, is it the Mardi Gras collection? It's the New Orleans, like, Mardi Gras collection. Lisa said that one is amazing, so yeah, I'll be getting some of that too. But anyway, so we have some Snowberry. This is part of my Christmas week melting. I love Snowberry. It's amazing, but it's definitely a very, like, holiday scent to my nose. This has a base of lingonberries and just a touch of like the holiday spices. It's lovely. If you've never tried this one, I would recommend. It usually comes back, so I've never clipped it. I've got a little bit of Fall into Love here. I've got 2 cubes left. I'll definitely finish those this year. And then Sugar Plum Berry is a dupe of Nest Holiday. So this one does need to go into my club this year. So this is one I know I need to add, as well as Raw Pum Plum, which is really hard for me to say. So I need to get both of those into my club so that, just in case they don't come back. Sugar Plum Berry, I feel like comes back. Raw Pum Plum was new. And so that one, there's potential for that not to come back. And I don't want that to happen. So anyway, you guys, all right, I'm going to take my sick self into my office, upload this footage, fill out a description box, get it all ready to go live tomorrow. And I think I might take a little nap with my buddy here because he is inviting me to a nap. Look, he is just chilling like a villain down here. He's such a good boy. He's just literally been snoozing this whole time. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Anyway, I think Alf and I are gonna go take a little cat nap and ring in the new year with Mama's head cold. Hopefully it'll be gone by Sunday. I really hope it's gone by Sunday because if I don't get to like be excited at midnight for 2024, I'm gonna be really upset about it. So anyway, thank you guys so much for all of your support this year. It truly has meant the world to me. You guys have been so supportive, so sweet, and I just appreciate every single one of you so much. And I look forward to continuing to like do this as a hobby in 2024. And that's really what I treat this as. It's just like a little like side hobby that I do. It's great for when I'm bored. I don't like to sit still. So if I'm not working, like I'm doing this, it just makes me happy. And I just love that you guys are along for the ride. It means so much to me because I'm just some random broad from Oregon, right? Like I just have a thing for purchasing way too much home fragrance. And I just love that I have an outlet for that. Like I get to share all of that with you guys and it just really makes me happy. So thank you so much. Especially thank you to those of you who were so encouraging about the Kringle Candle collab this year. I'm glad it finally came out. And I'm so happy that scent is sticking around. So next holiday season, we're gonna be seeing Vintage Pomander again from Kringle. So yeah, thank you guys so much. It really does mean the world to me. And I just hope you know how much I appreciate you. So if I don't see you in those candle reviews tomorrow, have a safe and happy and healthy new year. I look forward to seeing you guys in the comments throughout 2024. So, all right, you guys, I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.